Hey everybody, and welcome back to PK Plays Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. Last time, we successfully went to go see Hades, however, he was not so willing to talk with us. We did save the life of Auron, Final Fantasy X, who has to say, "So the underworld curse is draining our strength. You must be weakened by the curse too. Never forget that." All want to keep our progress with Megara, but Hades won't listen. We better leave. We can think about what to do after, once we're out of here.
Auron is really powerful. You may deny it, but he must be a real hero.
I'm not going to go too in-depth with Final Fantasy X. However, I'm going to say that this continues to just not make sense with Final Fantasy X. If you remember in Kingdom Hearts 1, you had Titus and Waka on the Destiny Islands. Both of, to put it extremely short, Final Fantasy X starts with a teenage Titus being isekai'd to the world of Waka. And that isekai is maybe time travel? It's left ambiguous at the beginning of the game, but yeah. And then Auron, he's even more special. But yeah, let's just go on to the next room.
I got Heartless all over the underworld now, so you can leave those pipsqueaks to me. Look, pal, you just keep working on turning Hercules into a Heartless, then he'll be all mine.
This is my underworld, you idiot! I'll handle this myself! Cerberus, go!
Okay, so yeah. And don't be concerned with me spoiling parts of Final Fantasy X. Those are really just the, premises of Final Fantasy X. It's what you'd see within, the first couple of hours of the game. In fact, Final Fantasy X might be one of my favorite Final Fantasy games. It's funny, I have played the majority of numbered Final Fantasy games, at least I think so. I've played a good amount of them, but I've never actually finished them for one reason or another. 10 is either 10 or 4, probably my, and for 6, I like 6 just because I find 7 is overrated, and people will sometimes say that 6 is better than 7. But my personal favorite has to be either 4 or 10. I've even considered Let's Playing 10 in the past before, a multitude of times even, but it's just never really come to fruition. It is a potential one-day project.
Know your place.
But yeah, Bushido, it's just... I really never used limits like most of my playthroughs, but it's just wipes out an entire encounter worth of enemies. I tried to block that, and I missed the timing. Okay. You can just have the most overpowered thing in this game, but it just doesn't matter because critical mode will just kill you sometimes.
Yeah.
Donald!
Yeah. Take this.
Okay. There we go. Oh, I just like critical mode. You know what? I'm just ignoring these enemies. Oh, come on. Anyways, I believe we have a boss to fight, and I think you have a good guess who it is based off of, well, the previous cutscene we literally just watched.
What? It's closed.
It's got a book. Come on, open.
Ah.
Will that open it?
Yeah, I think so.
Hurry!
That's right, we're fighting good old Cerberus. Which I forgot to mention this when we first met the Moogle, but the Moogle in this world is also named after a save point in Final Fantasy IX, as Moogles were used as save points in that game. We want to start off with a good old Bushido. Probably pop a high potion real quick. And honestly, just kind of, baby stratting it with the, limits is not a bad move. But there is a reaction command we can get off him I really want to see. One interesting thing is, Cerberus seems a lot smaller. There's only two reasons for that. First off, you're taller. Second off, the camera angle in Kingdom Hearts 2 is actually significantly different. I won't give up. Oh! I legitimately didn't think you could. Oh! What's the point in D-Charge in this fight, considering that we can't use drives? I would just use Mickey to rack up damage with Pearl and attack, but there's a reaction command I really want to see on this guy. And so I don't want to, like, accidentally get his health so low that I just kill him with Sora too quickly. So yeah, a bit of an unusual predicament there, but whatever. Healing lights!
Let's go.
Farewell.
Oh, come on. I actually want to be using up my magic so that if the so that I don't use Bushido by mistake. Come on. Do your reaction command. Oh! Dang it! I missed it! There we go. If you get caught by all three heads, you can do the evade, and jump, and dog paddle, which will stun it. And with it stunned, let's go for a Bushido for the kill. Fights in Kingdom Hearts 2 are just a lot more cinematic overall.
Your pain shall be twofold.
And boom. We learned Counter Guard for beating Cerberus.
Come on, Wonder Boy, play hooky for a day. for old time's sake?
They came to see me. They came to see a hero. I can't let them down. Don't worry, Meg. I'll be fine. What does a hero need rest for, huh? See ya.
Sora, don't let me down.
Who?
Huh?
What happened to Orin? He can take care of himself. Let's go find Meg. We can try this again. That's right, Orin is removed from the party. We gotta make it Sora, Donald, and Goofy. Let's look at what Counter Guard does. Counterattacks enemies with the attack performed after a guard. Essentially what this means is that if you successfully block an attack, you're able to then press the attack button right out of it to do, well, a counterattack. And it just comes out super fast, and it makes guarding a lot more important. I believe it was a thing in Kingdom Hearts 1. Let's see if there's anything else we can craft. Nah, just the drive recovery still. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun.
Let me see if I've got this right. That brat's Keyblade works on any lock.
That's right.
Have I ever told you about the killer coliseum we have right here in the underworld? It makes the one upstairs look like an Olympic kiddie pool.
Then that's the place we're gonna put an end to Herc the Jerk's winning streak.
Problem, Zeus locked it tight.
Oh. Oh?
Bingo. All we gotta do is swipe that key and then reopen the Underdrome.
Hate to tell you, but that key is kinda particular. It won't work for just anybody, and that kid ain't no pushover.
I think this calls for a woman's touch.
It's just great hearing this song again. Gosh, this sure does bring back memories. And the memories bring back, however that song goes. I'm going to point out something about this game that I've heard people levy as a criticism against it. You remember these things from Kingdom Hearts 1? You could lock onto them. You could put them out with Blizzard. And they started out, and you would have to set them back on fire with fire, with some of them needing the Fyra or Fyraga spells. That's not a thing anymore. In fact, there aren't... You could also lock onto these, but now you just get the Examine reticle over it. There are lots of people... oh god, what is that guy's name? I wanted to say his first name is Matt. I feel a little unprofessional doing this. Let me just break out YouTube. Where is it? Regular Pats. Regular Pat is one of my favorite Kingdom Hearts YouTubers. And he is a staunch believer in that Kingdom Hearts 1 is underrated and Kingdom Hearts 2 is overrated. And I'm gonna be honest, I agree with a lot of his points, but I still feel like this game has, it might not have all of those fine little details in the world that make it excellent, but like on a combat level, I think this game far exceeds in both, like, spectacle and technical levels. But, like, I just want to show this. You know, it won't tell you the matchups for all of these, like it would in the first game, but it says, you know, this is the board for remembering the memorable Phil Cup. Board for the Pegasus Cup, in which you fought valiantly. The rankings for the Hercules Cup, in which you were the victor. And over here, the rankings board for the Hades Cup, in which you struggled greatly. I don't know, I still love this. And honestly, the worst use of the word "you" there just reminds me a lot of games like Earthbound, and as much as I hate to admit it, Omori. Yeah, there aren't even S here anymore. There were chests in this little alcove, but now they're just here. There's Dalmatians, there's Trinities, but it feels a little more barren now. Because, yeah, this is actually... Hold up, this is the first room we have been in so far that was in both Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
Donald! Goofy!
And we're on what?
When did you get here?
18?
Hey, Herc.
Howdy there! You on another adventure?
Yeah, tracking down some friends, wiping out some Heartless.
Junior hero's always busy.
You know it.
So, did you find those friends of yours? Still working on it. When we got here, we ran into Meg. Big mega trouble. I mean, so we help to help somebody out. What? Huh? Oh yeah! We're not supposed to say that we were talking to Meg. Ran to mega trouble. I mean, so we had to help somebody out. We tried to teach Hades a thing or three, but the underworld drains all our strength. Okay, I gotta mention it. The idea of the underworld restricting your abilities, yeah, it's pretty cool. But, I don't know, calling your drives your strength? I don't quite see that analogy. Like, we still have all of our stats, we still have our magic. It's not really our strength, it's our abilities, I guess? Don't suppose you have any idea? Well, there is a stone that guards against the underworld's curse. The gods of Mount Olympus use it whenever they have to go down there. Think we could use it? Sure, why not? I'll go get it for you. Thanks! Real nice of you. But Hades is no pushover, even if you've got the Olympus stone. And I just have a match today, so I can't go with you. You know what you need? Training. Why don't you go talk to Phil? Hey, good idea. Got the Colosseum map. Yeah, this legitimate... Hold on, let me go to the world map. Because, yeah, we originally had access to Twilight Town, completely new world. It did technically appear in Chain of Memories, but the only room that was technically the same was outside of the old mansion, because that's where you fought Vex in. Sure, we went back to Hall of Bastion, but nothing was the same as it was in the original game. Land of Dragons, sure we had Mushu, but completely new world. Sure we had Beast, but completely new world. Olympus Coliseum, we landed it. We have to go through a whole, like, dungeon before we even get access to the old rooms. That's something about this game that I actually haven't noticed about. There's virtually no recycled content for a long time. In fact, I'm like, hold up, let me just do some mental math looking at, like, the world list. I'm trying to see, like, how many rooms are reused. It's gotta be less than 10 in the entire game. Yeah, jeez. Actually impressive. Oh, wait. And for the first time, we can actually walk through this door now. One rule, keep it clean. Hades Cup trophy, Hercules Cup trophy, Phil and Pegasus, and this block is gone where the keyhole was. Yeah, we can actually walk through this doorway now.
Hey, champ. How you feeling? Better rest up for tomorrow's match. Nobody's gonna pay to see a worn-out hero. Gabish? Remember what I told you. Victory in the games comes down to 2 simple words. Eat, bathe, sleep. Huh? Hey, if it ain't the junior heroes.
Looking good, Phil.
Never better. How you guys been? Have you earned your true hero wings yet? Nope, you ain't got what it takes.
What?
So, what's up?
Ha ha ha! You three are gonna take on Hades? What's so funny? You got a nerve like that? Hey, you never know, stranger. Things have happened, right? You better get cracking, boys. And yeah, like, we're back in this room, but we actually have the ability to walk back and forth. Alright, so you want to train, eh? Alright, I'm gonna work you hard. And yes, we have to do some training. 3, 2, 1, go! What you need to do is just break all of the pots whenever you hit one. Oh. Only a combo finisher will actually destroy a pot. When it does, it will then go and hit other pots. Any other pots it hits will then also be destroyed, which can keep going themselves, etc. How was that? It ain't over, kid. There's more than that on the menu. You can relax once you've finished all the trainings. No problem. On an objective level, having a training this late into the game does feel weird, but this is technically around the same place training was in the original game. Just think about it. So in the original game, you had Destiny Islands. That was your tutorial world. In this, you had Twilight Town. Then you had Hollow Bastion. Then you had Traverse Town / Hollow Bastion as your first world. Wonderland / let's see, Wonderland / Land of Dragons as your second. Oh shoot, yeah, Wonderland / Land of Dragons as your second. Deep Jungle / Beast Castle is your third, and this is your fourth real world in the game. Now, granted, in the previous game, what is it? Destiny Islands was a lot shorter than Twilight Town was, but also, Traverse Town was a lot longer than Hollow Bastion was. Curse of the Underworld, yeah, that can be a real bummer, but if you want to overcome the trial, you'll be one step closer to being a hero. Listen, I gotta take off for a bit. Where to? None of your beeswax. Sorry, guys. The Olympus Stone has been stolen. By who? What? We don't know who did it yet. We're sure of that it was a guy in a black hooded cloak. And he had accomplices, a bunch of weird creatures in whites. The organization. Somebody you know? I think so. If we can get the Olympus Stone back, can we borrow it for a while? Sure. By the way, you haven't seen Meg around, have you? Oh, okay.
What's wrong, your hero-ness? Feeling under the weather? You know, I thought staying in perfect shape was part of the hero job description. You know what I'm saying.
Oh, right. Hades, we gotta talk.
I came to share a bit of mildly interesting news. Seems your dear, sweet little nutmeg went and got herself lost in the underworld.
You mean you kidnapped her?
Well, maybe. But why get caught up in the details? You can't leave now. Okay, you've got a very important match today against, the bloodthirsty Hydra! I mean, if you don't stick around, who knows what kind of accidents might happen.
Yeah, accidents you cause.
Like I said, details. Who needs them?
I love Hades.
Ah, well, can't all be heroes.
You're just a coward. Yeah, well, can't all be here. Am I really the kind of person who will literally just repeat a line 3 seconds after it's said? I find that line funny.
Heroes, Donald.
You take care of the Hydra. We'll handle the rest.
I'm counting on you.
Nerd.
Gotta find Meg.
And yeah, we're locked out of this room again. But, looking at the length of this episode, believe me, I wish I could leave this instant to rescue Megara. Please help her, Sora, at least until I defeat the Hydra. I think this is a good place to call things. Next time on PK Plays Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, we will be delving back into the underworld to attempt to save Megara. Will Hercules be able to defeat the Hydra? Who knows? Well, see you guys then.